Hello everyone, my name is Nicole and one of my all-time favorite movies is the movie Coraline. This movie was probably the start for my love of the horror and thriller genre. This movie is a stop-motion animated movie and it took 1 year and 8 months overall to make. The book was written by Neil Gaiman and produced by Laika Pictures. The movie starts with a doll coming through a window and being changed into a new character. We then see Coraline, a young girl, and her parents, who are in the gardening business, moving into the Pink Palace. Everything around them is sad and cold. Also, the rose garden outside is completely dead. Her parents are engulfed in their work and are too preoccupied to give her the attention she deserves. Her parents advised her to explore on her own and meet the neighbors. As a middle child, I connected with this and the independence she gained from it. She has a neighbor upstairs named Mr. Babinski who trains his mice in his spare time to do tricks. She also has two neighbors downstairs, Miss Spink and Miss Forcible, who are former esteemed acrobats and have a hobby in fortune telling. Her other neighbor is a boy her age named Wybie, which is short for Why Were You Born? He meets her as she's wandering in nature and tells her to move off of a deep hidden well. This is also where she meets the cat. Over time and with enough exploring, she discovers a tiny hidden door behind the wallpaper. Her mother gives her the key to it in order to keep her busy and far. She finds a brick wall behind it. Wybie also finds the doll from the beginning in his grandma's house and gives it to Coraline because of the resemblance. Her neighbors also warn her with tea leaf reading that tells her she's in danger with the small door. One night before falling asleep, a few mice led her to a portal where it opened a magical door. After going through, Coraline realized that the other side looked exactly like her house but better. The colors are bright and lively, the garden is bursting with life and resembles her face, a child's dream world. The only difference is that everyone has buttons for eyes. In the other world, she finds the other mother and other father. They give her whatever she could dream of and more, especially her attention. Everyone in this world makes her life better. She also finds out that the cat that she met in the real world can travel between both dimensions and speak in the other dimension. He offers advice and protection. Back in the old world, her life is sad and depressing again, and she goes back. Everything is amazing. However, this time the other mother gives her a choice. She has the option to have this life forever with the exchange of sewing buttons into her eyes. Obviously, Coraline panics and asks to go to bed. When she wakes up back in the real world, her parents are nowhere to be found. The real Wybie tells her that they need the doll back because his grandmother found it and took it because it belonged to her missing sister. Coraline is trying to convince him of what's happening, but he doesn't believe her and thinks she sounds crazy. After a little while of not hearing from them, the cat points her to the mirror where she can see that they are stuck with the other mother. She also goes with her female neighbors and is given a seeing stone. Her and the cat go back to the other side, ready to save her parents. In the other side, the cat explains how this world was made specifically for her after the other mother spied on her using the doll to see what she lacked in this life. This world wasn't a safe haven, it was her own personal prison. He then took one of the mice and killed it, showing its true form as a rat filled with sand. It was all an illusion and falling apart. As she became evil, the other mother, so did her true form. The other mother found Coraline and threw her through a mirror portal which locked her in a dark room. In that room, crying and alone, she met the ghost children. These children were the other mother's past victims. They help her come up with a plan to play a game with the other mother in exchange for her freedom. The game is, if she can find the souls or eyes of the three ghost children in her world, she would be set free. The other mother agrees and swears on her right hand. After a difficult time finding the souls, she also figures out that her parents are trapped in the snow globe on the mantelpiece. The souls gave her the advice that if she does win with the other mother, she will trick her. So when the other mother asks where her parents are after being shown three ghost souls, Coraline says it's in the passageway between the two worlds. The other mother laughs and gives her the key. The cat jumps on the other mother's face, and Coraline grabs the snow globe and souls and starts to escape. During the whole time, the world has been crumbling down more and more until it is nothing but a white background, a portal, and a web. This is symbolic because it shows that at the core of all this materialness and fantasy is a web to be caught in. The core reason of this world was to trap her. As she escapes and locks the door, she is chased by the other mother's right hand, which is also the hand she swore on. Coraline led her to the well where she was met by Wybie. He had figured out after talking to his grandma that the same thing happened to her sister when they were younger before she disappeared. He helped her capture the hand and drop it down to the well with some weighted rocks to protect them. After that, the world around her became a lot brighter. Her parents and neighbors also decided to replant the garden, and their relationship flourished. This movie is my favorite, especially for its meanings. My favorite meaning is also brightly illustrated by color. As you can see, when it's talking about material versus non material. In the other world, everything is beautiful, but the people are evil, and in her world, everything might be sad and cold, but the people are real and good. This movie is great and for many reasons, but as I got older, I understood it on such a deep level, and each time I watch it, I notice more and more hidden details.